Okay, so is this new game scary?
Oh, it is horrifying, my favorite consumer. We use the scariest game engine of them all, Unreal Engine 5.
Hey, Mr. Developer, do you have a new game for me?
Yes, I do, my favorite consumer. It's called Silent Hill F.
Bless you.
No, that's actually the title of the game.
So the game is called Silent Hill F.
Bless you. Oh, you got me doing it. Exactly, the title is very mysterious.
Press F to pay respects is something gamers type when a thing is dead.
That is right, my favorite consumer. It is a great immersive branding.
Okay, so is this new game scary?
Oh, it is horrifying, my favorite consumer. We use the scariest game engine of them all, Unreal Engine 5.
Not the stutter engine.
Exactly, every frame dropped, every stutter is a jump scare.
Okay, so what are we doing in this? Are we going back to the Silent Hill?
Actually, no, my favorite consumer. This one takes place in Japan in 1960s.
Wait, wasn't the core idea of Silent Hill that it is set in America, but seen through Japanese developers' eyes, and that gave it this slightly strange, slightly uncanny valley feel and view?
No, my favorite consumer, we decided that Silent Hill is actually a state of mind. Silent Hill is actually the horrors we met on the way.
Okay, yeah, fine. So who is the main character in this one?
The main character is a Japanese schoolgirl.
Let me guess, she's wearing a school uniform with skirt?
Oh, don't you worry, my favorite consumer. We knew very well who would we might attract with this type of a character, so the camera doesn't really allow you to peek under the skirt.
Okay, that's good. I respect that.
And that is not all. In every cutscene where you could kinda sort of maybe move the camera around to see something, we have added a dark fog layer.
Oh, that's cool. I bet perverts online were really upset by this.
Oh yeah, they were super mad, but you know what they say. Every day is great when a pervert starts to hate.
Okay, so what's the story?
It starts off pretty normal. The main character is called Hinako. She is an average schoolgirl in 1960s small rural Japanese town. School, family, friends, all that jazz.
Wait, is this a cozy game or a Silent Hill game?
Then a creepy fog rolls in. Some people disappear, some people die. Creepy monsters appear all over the place, and Hinako has to solve her own family issues and the mystery surrounding the town.
Family and societal issues, you say?
There are societal pressures, family pressures, whole bunch of issues that surround 1960s Japan and women at that time, and it all gets super weird and creepy.
Weird how?
Multiple endings, hidden mysteries, you have to consider what is in Hinako's head and what is actually real. There are multiple playthroughs to be done of this game, and the town is beautiful. Until it becomes grotesque and super scary.
Okay, so before the game came out, I saw a lot of people discussing the combat of the game. How's that thing?
Well, you could call it methodical. You have stamina management, weapon durability, special attacks, parries, dodges.
Is this a Soulslike?
Ooh, we would like to say that it is evolution of Silent Hill classic combat with some teeny tiny microscopic maybe influence from the Souls games.
Microscopic, you say? You basically just now in that weird high-pitched voice named all of the Souls core mechanics.
Well, you know, the combat still sucks. It's nowhere near as good as a Souls game. Hinako is not a master combatant, and you can definitely feel it's appropriately bad for a Silent Hill game. And also, you know, we layer on many different mechanics that we teach you up until basically the final chapter of the game.
That seems exhausting.
Exactly, that is immersive, because the combat is supposed to feel bad. Hinako is not very good at it. Also, we added Devil Trigger.
Explain.
Now, my favorite consumer.
And how is the puzzles? The series is pretty famous and well known for its pretty hardcore puzzles. For example, everyone remembers that Shakespeare Silent Hill 3 puzzle. That was a doozy. Oh yeah, we have a bunch of those as well. Most of them talk about cranes and foxes, and it's all hidden in mysterious poetry. Okay, so basically what I'm hearing is instead of find the key, it will be fox dances where the cranes weep in the shining moonlight. Exactly, my favorite consumer. And if you can't find the solution, you just have to keep on rereading it for at least 3 more hours. That seems like unnecessary padding to make your game longer. No, no, my favorite consumer. It is called immersion. Nothing says scary horror game more than googling Japanese folklore at 2 a.m. Okay, but from what I gather is that the creepy and oppressing atmosphere is still there in the game. Oh yeah, and the action lovers get giant set pieces, various different weapons, parries, dodges, boss fights. But doesn't the reliance on the combat make the game a little bit less scary because the player has more agency, more power? Well, maybe we just wanted to give everyone something they didn't ask for. Explain. It's genius, my favorite consumer. You see, horror fans say there is too much action. Action fans don't like how bad the combat is, so everyone suffers together. And what is not Silent Hill if not suffering together? Okay, so Mr. Developer, in your estimation, will the fans of the old games in the series will like this one? Absolutely, if they ignore everything they liked about Silent Hill before. But don't you worry, my favorite consumer. The most important thing is that Konami's logo is still on the box art of Silent Hill F. Bless you. Again, that's the F in the title. Okay, so let me get this straight. This game is called Silent Hill F. It is set in Japan, not the United States of America. The main character is a Japanese schoolgirl who is in a schoolgirl's uniform, but you have added a modesty protecting fog layer so perverts online can't see under her skirt, and this schoolgirl has to solve a mystery, a horrifying mystery actually, that is related to societal issues and her family issues. Meanwhile, the combat of the game is sometimes a bit more in line with Dark Souls, and for some reason you have added even a devil trigger to the game, and there are puzzles that might take hours upon hours for people to solve if they don't Google them or they are not particularly familiar with Japanese lore and societal things. Exactly, my favorite consumer! Well, what can I say? Press F to pay respects. Hey guys, I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, please like, subscribe, share and do all of those things. But besides the point, Silent Hill F is out and I think it is a good game. It is definitely maybe not as good as Silent Hill 2, but in general, what is? But as such, I think the game is pretty nice. Even though I will admit, Silent Hill games are not my favorite brand of horror. I am more of a Resident Evil kind of guy, but I think this game is really good. It is fun and interesting, although I must say the over-reliance on the combat is not that great. Even though people said that the combat in this game is good, maybe too good, it's not. It's actually bad. And that is of course good for a horror game, because in these types of horror games the combat, if it is even there, is supposed to be bad because the player can't feel too powerful. And I think that here they kinda strode the line and sometimes stepped into the other side, where the combat is a little bit too good and the developers' over-reliance on the combat can be felt. In the final acts of the game, there's definitely too much of it. But overall, I think the game is good. I like that the developers, the writers of the game had a message to share, but it isn't a finger-wagging message. If you look into the game, you can see it, but it's not in your face as some of the games in the last, let's say, 5 years have tried to do it. So overall, I think Silent Hill F is pretty good, and I hope you also enjoyed the game. If you have any comments about the game, please write them below. If not, I will see you guys later. Bye!
夢の中ってことはないよな。ひなこ、もう時間がないのよ。あなたが